Welcome back to another quick and easy daily code breakdown. Today we are looking at a really fun problem, Leetcode 788, rotated digits. Before we dive in, please don't hesitate to ask any questions you have in the comments as we go. I promise I reply to all of them. Here is what the problem description looks like, but it can be a bit wordy, so let's break down exactly what it's asking us to do. We are given a target number, n. Our job is simply to count how many special good numbers exist between 1 and n. But what exactly makes a number good in this scenario? Imagine taking a number and physically flipping every single digit in it 180 degrees upside down. After flipping it, the result still has to look like a valid number. It can't just be alien symbols. And the catch, that newly formed number must be completely different from the number we originally started with. To solve this, let's categorize our digits. First, we have the bad digits, 3, 4, and 7. If you flip these upside down, they don't look like numbers anymore, so any number containing these is instantly ruined. Next, we have our neutral digits, 0, 1, and 8. If you flip these, they look identical to how they started. Finally, the magic digits, the flippers, 2 turns into 5, and 6 turns into 9. These are crucial because they ensure the number actually changes. This gives us a really simple golden rule. A number is good if it has absolutely 0 bad digits, and at least one flipper digit somewhere inside it. Let's run a quick example where our target n is 10. We need to check numbers 1 through 10. Numbers like 1, 8, and 10 only contain neutral digits. Because they don't change when flipped, they fail the test. Numbers 3, 4, and 7 are obviously out because they turn into gibberish. But numbers 2, 5, 6, and 9 all flip into brand new valid numbers. So out of the first 10, we have exactly 4 good numbers. As always, we will build out the logic using Python so it's easy to read, and I will share the Java, C++, and JavaScript versions at the end. Our primary approach is straight-up iteration. We will literally just look at every single number from 1 to n, treating them as strings of text. We convert a number to a string and look at the characters. If we spot a 3, 4, or 7 anywhere, we immediately stop checking and throw that number in the trash. If we spot a 2, 5, 6, or 9, we make a mental note that this number has the power to change. We still have to check the rest of the digits though, just to make sure there are no bad ones hiding at the end. Here is exactly what that logic looks like in Python. We loop through our range, turn the number into a string, and use simple character checks to tally up our count. Super clean. Let's do a really fast visual trace on the number 28 to see the code in action. The first thing our code does is scan the string 28 looking for any bad digits. It doesn't find a 3, 4, or 7. So 28 survives the first trap. Next, the code scans it again, this time hoping to find at least one flipper digit to guarantee the number changes. It spots the 2 right at the front. Because it survived the bad digits and contains a flipper, the code safely adds 1 to our total good count. Let's talk performance. The time complexity is order n log n. We loop n times, and checking the string takes a tiny bit of time proportional to how many digits the number has, which scales logarithmically. The space complexity is order log n. This is just the tiny bit of memory needed to temporarily hold the string version of whichever number we are currently checking. One quick note on edge cases. What if n is extremely small, like 1? Our loop just runs once, checks the single digit 1, sees it doesn't change, and safely returns 0. No extra code needed. A quick takeaway from this problem: always try to categorize your constraints. Grouping the digits into bad, neutral, and flippers made the core logic obvious. Secondly, whenever you need to inspect individual digits of an integer, converting it to a string first is often the easiest and cleanest path forward. Real quick, you might notice I've changed the format of these videos. I built this AI channel for myself to generate visual study guides instantly, and I'm trying out these faster, punchier slides. Please let me know in the comments if this faster pace is more helpful for you, and definitely don't forget to ask any questions about the code we just went over. Also, if you want to test out any of this code without typing it all by hand, you can copy it directly from my site at leetcodeunlocked.com. Link is in the description. Speaking of copying code, let's quickly breeze through the full solutions for the other major languages. Here is the Java implementation. We use the string.value of method and the contains function to achieve the exact same logic. Next up is the C++ version, utilizing toString and checking if the character is found inside it. And finally, here is the complete solution in JavaScript, using the handy includes method. Before we wrap up, I want to mention my main channel, Leetcode Unlocked. My crazy goal is to eventually upload a visual guide for literally every single problem on the platform. If you want to help support that goal, Consider buying me a boba using the link on screen. Make sure to subscribe to save your daily streak, and I will catch you in the next video.